Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Steve Carpenter here. Today's August 13th, 2019. This video is something I'd never wanted to have happen. I am doing this video for two reasons. One, to update all the people that have contacted me because there are numerous. And I felt that those people needed a response since it was not coming from the party that needed to give the response. I'm here today to update everybody that has reached out to me, as I say, on email, Twitter, Facebook, text, and phone calls. And it was regarding the situation that occurred 2 weeks ago, and subsequently in a follow-up live stream video on Mel's 400 AGL channel. And I'll put a link to the description of that live broadcast below. Bill the drone reviewer, as we all know, there has been conflict with him and another creator. That's not between us, that's between Bill and the creator. Where the problem lies, and the reason for this video, is Bill will not be coming out publicly to apologize to his subscribers, which he said he was going to do last Tuesday during that live stream. And in fact, on Wednesday, he had a video ready to run, and due to emails between the parties, that live stream was canceled. Not hearing anything from Bill for 5 days, I reached out to Bill via email on Sunday, and I'm going to reach down to take a look at this email here because I want to read it pretty much directly what I wrote to Bill. So excuse me for looking down. It says, "Hello, Bill. Hope you and Valerie are having a great day. I have a question. I'm receiving countless emails and social media posts, messages, asking what's happening with Bill and what's going to happen after the live stream from last week, meaning the one on Tuesday, and the cancellation on Wednesday. Due to the silence, emotions are stirring, and there's a lot of your subscribers wanting to know what's happening. I truly appreciate an update, and at your earliest, so I can send updates to them so they know what's happening. Just my opinion, but this silence is not good and can hurt and can come back to hurt your channel. And this is something most all of us don't want to see. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Take care. Thank you, Steve." Well, about 2.5 hours passed, and pretty quickly, and Bill wrote back and replied asking me to call him. What this portion of the video is about is my telephone call with Bill. Excuse me. And I want to let everybody know this is not a Bill bashing. This is not against Bill the drone reviewer or anything or his channel. I've been a huge supporter of Bill almost from day one. Shortly after he'd been on, but I started following him. And I am a moderator on 7+ of his Facebook group pages. I'm a moderator on his YouTube live streams. And as I say, I've been a huge supporter of Bill. During this conversation, which there was several moments of tenseness between it, and Bill got emotional, and so did I. And it all came down to a long conversation, which I'm going to shorten up in just a few words. Bill is not going to do a public apology. He says it's done and over with, and he wants to move on. After he stated that once again, which he reiterated that countless times during our telephone call, that there will be no public apology, and he's done and he's moved on. What I try to get Bill to understand is his subscribers have not moved on. His subscribers are still waiting to hear from him. And he is not going to come out publicly. So he has stated that if anybody has any questions, they can contact him by email. And I will put that email in the link in the description below. He said that he's not going to address it publicly, like I say, and he will only do it via email. And if necessary, he can talk with people too. So in short, from the long, semi-heated telephone conversation, I told Bill towards the end, I said, I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed to the point you're not coming out to your subscribers to apologize over the rant video that he produced live, and try to sway people in on facts that weren't true. And I'll just leave it at that. Unfortunately, that video is no longer around, so those of you who saw it know what it is. Those of you who are on the live stream know what happened. And the other party was still live broadcasting their live show. So that's down, and the video is down. I felt a little bit sorry for Bill, but Bill posted that video himself. He had that video up on his own YouTube page, and that video I'm addressing is a review that he did. And he did it to himself. So Bill, that bad is on you. No one else's. 100% is on you. Everything that occurred is on you. Yeah, there was a little bit of teasing, but one thing you'll have to learn: you need to get some thicker skin. YouTube is a tough community out there, and the bigger you get, the worse it's going to get, and it's going to multiply, double. I have friends that do nothing but deal with social media, and they went through and had a long, I should say, I went through with them and had a long conversation, asking them questions. Is this normal? And they told me, he says, once you hit about 10,000, he says, it starts around 2,500 to 1,000, 2,500. But once you start getting 5,000, 10,000, you start hitting 25,000 subscribers, it gets horrendous. Trolls, as we all know, are out there, even for us small little guys, which I'm not a reviewer. I'm not a person out there. I enjoy flying my drone, putting it up for live sunsets. So in closing, as I stated to Bill, I told him I was really disappointed. And he told me, as I said several times during the telephone call, if anybody wants to contact him and has any questions, to reach out to Bill, the drone reviewer, and you can reach him at his email address at billthedronereviewer@gmail.com. And he said he'd reply to every email. And Bill, I want to let you know this, which I know because talking to some people who I really honestly trust, there's some emails that you haven't replied to yet, and I think you need to go back through and look at those emails and get some replies out to people, not having to do with this, but even other questions that have not been answered. So if you're going to make the statement, you're going to reply to every email, please stand behind your statement. Stand behind it and reply. And I will let the other people know that by this video that their statements and worries have been identified. So in closing, Bill's not going to make a public apology. Contact Bill at billthedronereviewer@gmail.com if you have any questions. And I apologize to everybody out there for this. I didn't want to do it, but there's no way I'm going to be writing hundreds of emails or making phone calls or stuff to answer people back. So I thank you for your time. And as I said, this is not a bashing on Bill. This has just been an update of telling you how I feel, my opinion, and what needed to be done to let people know. And I thank you for your time, and I wish you all a wonderful day.